try and pick this up from the comms that should have been being done. We're on lap 12 and most people I don't have stopped yet. I'll just check now. I was driving but I had a crash. So we've got Albie having made 2 stops, Matt and Ollie having made 2 stops. I made a stop before I crashed because of rear wing damage. Let's have a look at the penalties. So we've got Sociopath, Terriers, Osso and Ollie all on 3 seconds apiece. Let's go and see if we can find out if there's any battles going on because it looks really quite tight at the top. And it does appear that it is. Just change the number. There we go. So let's jump on the Ricky who's at the back of this little pad. Practice with this. Wasn't planning to be on comms, but unfortunately that happens. I shall try and deal with any issues people have got. Like T-Bag's just told me it's a bit loud on the cars. I do apologise. I haven't done comms for a very long time. Oh, where's it gone now? Audio settings. There we go. Take my time. I think that should clear it now. If that's any better, let me know. I usually run it at around 5 anyway. Yeah, no issues, Dan. I'm happy to pick it up when it's not too loud on my end. You know, is what it is, unfortunately. So, still really quite tight at the top between IFR, IRS and Ricky. There's just about a second separating all 3 cars. We look like we've got Andy Boy quite close there to Arman as well. He looks like he's trying to get some ERS back. Yeah, everyone's just a little bit low on ERS in that little battle, by the looks of it. Although Uncle is doing the best out of them. So he could be in a good position with all that extra ERS that the other guys don't have. So let's just sit on with him for a minute, see if he can make a move on that long back straight. Or is he going to try and move now because he has got DRS? I don't think he's going to be close enough here. Yeah, let's try and move now. 3 at the front separating just slightly. Christ, it's been a long time since I've done this on my own. If he's going to go, he's going to have a go now. And I would use some ERS if I was him, but it doesn't look like he's planning to. Looks like he's just going to sit behind and let the 2 ahead of him battle. So let's have a little look further back because there's a couple of other cars that are going to have DRS here as well. Kieran being one of them. He does seem to have got quite a good drive there, but with the DRS train he may not be able to make a move, and it doesn't look like he will. He's going to have to hang his ground for a little bit. See if there's anything happening further back. Everyone's fairly well spaced out further back, so let's jump back up to these at the top. They're still separated by roughly a second, although IRS is dropping further back towards Ricky. Is that the right orange helmet he's got? Yeah, and I can't see him making a move, but maybe IRS will go for a move here, because he will have DRS. Of course, IFR is the front one. IFR, LFR, whatever it is. One of the 2. He does appear to be gaining, so let's just jump on and see what he thinks about it. Now he's just a little bit too far back, but he can get a good run through here. He's got DRS again. That gap is coming down. He's within about 4/10 now. Sound like a little lock up he had there, won't felt it. And that is Uncle Wumby with a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is not what we want. Ricky's sneaking a little bit closer here as well. If he's thinking about a move. Just a little bit of movement on the grid there as Uncle Robbie's still in the pits. Let's just see what he's done. He's just switched over to the hard tyres. I was planning to go medium hard myself, which is this would have been around about when I was pitting. And I do know that those hards from previous experience will go from the first lap to the last lap if you take care of them. Kieran's sneaking a little bit closer here to Sociopath. I wonder if he's trying to line up and move, but he's in the middle of a DRS train, so I doubt it. And there's another little DRS train behind that from Terriers down to Scotty. No, I don't think Blue's going to hold on, is he? Oh, he has, but he's got slightly higher wings, I'm betting, so he dropped back a little bit on the exit. That is also Bruges into the pits as well, so let's see what he comes in for. He's actually coming for hards as well, so let's just see what tyres people are on, because I currently have no idea. So, everyone's on either mediums or hards. You've got Matt Manoli on 5-lap old mediums, and Albie on 13-lap old, Kieran on 16-lap old. Everybody else is on hards, most of which have done 16 laps, apart from Uncle Rumby who's just pitted, and Bruges who's just pitted as well. So, most of these guys will be in similar positions for tyres. And so far, the biggest loser is actually Uncle Rumby down 12 places, and Sociopath's up the most with 5. Oh, sorry, no, there's 2 and 7 there now. Albie's just made a move on Blue on, which I missed. Blue's going to have to go back here now, because he should get DRS on. Unless, of course, he was really unlucky and the move came after the DRS. So, no, it didn't. Again, he's lost a lot of speed coming out of that final turn over here before the DRS. So, back to the top. See what these guys are doing. They're still hovering around second from each other. They are as they were, just pulling away from everyone behind them. There's now almost 13-second gap from the front guys to the next DRS train. Starts at Arman and goes all the way down to Kieran. If anyone's going to make a move, it's going to be Andy. Apologies about that, guys. I was just responding to a message from our fearless leader. So, Andy does look like he's going to try and line up a move, but it looks like he's just not going to have quite enough there. It's close, but not close enough. And I know Andy won't make any reckless moves, not when he's not far enough alongside. I've raced him a few times, he will back out rather than make a crazy move. I need to let go of my wheel. I'm trying to imitate what these guys are doing here. So, and see what Sociopath's doing here, because he was getting very, very close. Although he's just lost some ground to Kieran there. He had a bad exit off the 2. And that's Ricky with a 3-second time penalty. That is not what he wanted in the battle at the front there. So now, even if he does manage to pass any of those to him ahead of him, he's got to pull out 3 seconds, because if he doesn't pull out 3 seconds, of course he returns back to P3. Let's see who's made any stop. So nobody at the top there stops. Albie's the furthest up that's actually made a stop so far. So it's not like they're going to lose out because of making stops. As I speak about that, Vinkai gets a 5-second speed in the pit lane penalty and pits, and so does Ricky. Pitting, not penalty. just trying to sort out the other cons there that seem to have fell asleep on us. And it looks like I might have just missed something because Kieran's up to P5, but that could have just been a pit stop. So, ooh, interestingly though, IRS has got out in P3, but Ricky has actually dropped a couple of places down behind Kieran and Sociopath. Just give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, I've got to sort out party issues.
It's unfortunate for Kieran.
There we go. So, you are actually awake then?
Yeah, no, so at the end of that session I kind of got collared downstairs and then I had to sort out my entire hamster.
Brilliant.
Not the greatest thing when I was in the house, but kind of
well,
can't say no.
I was asked to take over and launch a stream myself anyway,
yeah,
so
I've seen it.
we've got 2 running currently.
Yeah. That's fine.
So, but yeah, I've been trying to see where we go. It looks like Kieran and Sociopath have just lost spaces, so they must have just made their pit stop.
Yeah, they have. It seems the only people that haven't fronted Albie.
No,
everyone
stopped. Albie's made 2 stops actually. I know.
Oh yeah, Albie pitted early.
I know Albie pitted early because Albie pitted right behind me.
Yeah. What happened with you? I didn't see, obviously.
Got a really good start, and Socio and Kieran kind of moved into the middle, which was where I was trying to go, so I backed off slightly, you know, cautiously into turn 1, don't want to tank anyone. Ollie comes up the inside of me and takes a turn, and I think he hits somebody in front of him. It's hard to tell from my point of view. And then I've ended up hitting him because he's hit someone and kind of half turned. So as I've hit him, someone's hit me, and I think it was Albie, damaged my rear wing, so I tried to carry on and I just dropped it at turn 4. There was nothing I could do. The tail just come out on me.
You don't really damage this guy, though.
Yeah, well, this is it. I thought I'll give it a go because it didn't feel terribly bad, and it was only light rear wing damage, so I gave it a go. But unfortunately, yeah, it snapped and I just couldn't catch it. You know, once it goes with rear wing, you've just got no hope. So, ooh, we've got a yellow flag. What's this about? That is Sociopath.
Yes, Socio.
And he's missing an end plate, and he's just gone right across the middle of turn 9.
He's chasing for Socio. He's lost another position.
He must have just clipped a wall there that we didn't see, because I was on board with Kieran as he did that. And Albie has actually made another stop now. He's now on his 3rd stop.
Well, that'll be his final pit stop.
Yeah, I mean, aside from me crashing and causing a safety car, it's actually not been a bad race in terms of stoppages of any kind.
From what I can see, it's actually been pretty tame.
Yeah, it has.
To be honest, quality was tame as well. There wasn't many crashes there.
Ooh, so interestingly, something I missed there as well is IFR actually stayed out, and when he pitted, he lost both the positions to the guys ahead of him. But both of them have penalties as well.
Yeah, IRS got it for
speeding in the pit lane, and Ricky picked up a track limit penalty.
Yeah.
Which I'm not thoroughly surprised by the track limit penalties.
Yeah, the track limits on this track are pretty deadly.
So Osso's on 6, and I thought that was bad, and then I spotted AMG, who's currently on 14 seconds.
What? 14
seconds of penalties, yep, you heard that right.
I checked earlier, he was on 5.
Hang on.
He's just got another 3.
He's just got another 3, so that will be now 17 seconds, yep.
I checked like 2 laps ago, he was on 5. Where's the 12 come from?
I don't know, I completely missed those. They probably popped up on my screen and I didn't see them while we was trying to get sorted, so...
If it's happened, he must have been over 1 chicane.
Yeah, he'd probably gone clean across a corner or something by mistake, outbraked himself or something. We've all done it. It's looking a little bit tight there between Kieran, Arman and Uncle Rumby.
Yeah, it seems Albie is gaining.
I say Albie is gaining as well. But then Scotty is only a 10th of Albie as well. I just dropped back a touch there, but he was within a 10th just then.
Yeah, it's purely pace difference. Those boys on hards will feel the issues.
Oh, they will.
Bruce won't feel it as much with the gap that he's got to Andy, which seems to be kind of fluctuating.
Yeah, they're
But
hovering
the boys
around
like
the same.
Uncle Rumby and Kim will feel it as when Albie and Armand start
IFR has
closing
actually
in.
got past Ricky as well there. We didn't see as we were watching the others.
Yeah.
IFR has actually got past now, although it wouldn't have
He
made any
needs it,
difference
He
because of the
does
penalty.
really need it. Despite the fact that he has got a 5-second penalty, being behind Rick, he
Yeah.
was losing a lot of time.
I mean, bearing in mind, Pink Eye was the one who was complaining pre-race that he'd got no pace around here, and my response instantly was, and then he goes on to win it. And currently
Yeah.
he's doing exactly that.
To be fair though, when we saw from Quali, that was some ridiculous times.
Oh, IFR's just
There's
got himself
penalty.
3 seconds.
Yeah, I just watched him.
Cut turn 3, yeah.
He
Definitely
just
didn't
made
want
up.
that.
But that does show just how harsh track limits are.
Oh, they are. They're really, really harsh around here. You have to really be careful, especially at the chicanes, because they're the worst parts. Turn 3 is very easy to do, and so is the chicane at
That
World
does help
Champions.
at IRS as well though.
It does. It
because
now means
he's
he only
got a
needs
whole
2
two.
seconds. Yeah.
But that also holds the point that he has what 6 tenths in this little gap.
Yeah, it came down to 2.6, but now it seems to be gaining a little again. It's kind of fluctuating between 2.6 and 2.8. But interestingly as well, is Ricky is now outside of DRS on IFR as well.
He's one of those extremely quick boys though as well.
As Kieran now picks himself up a 3-second penalty as well. That must have been at turn 8 and 9.
Yep.
It was probably turn 9 that he got it on.
Just look from this positions game though, Scotty and Albie basically followed each other.
Yeah, they got a pretty
P10.
quick start. I was in and amongst them when we got away, and we all got pretty good starts.
What horse this? Blue flag for Madman Ollie. I'm pretty sure he's ghosted out, isn't he?
He
Yeah, he
absolutely is, yeah. He is ghosted because I can see the track through his car, so yes, he's ghosted. I didn't see him leave though, so I don't know when that happened.
I did get quite confused when he retired straight away at the start of... Oh, IFR nearly lost the back there, stepped out quite a bit.
That retirement was because he had
Yeah, it's because of...
Q-ban, and he didn't retire in Q1, he should have.
Yeah, I was quite confused and then I looked at his chance and I was like, oh. Well, that's that.
And there was me having a good night on races as well. Squeezed through to Q2, and then what was even better is as we got to the end of Q2, I was actually about half a second in time ahead of Carl as well, who's, as you know, one of the ones I'm rivaling in Tier 3, so it was quite interesting for me.
I bet you're hoping for your chances then, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm hoping to have a good one myself on Sunday, but it's a matter of see what happens as Baloo's just passed Albie. It was right over on the left side. I think he's had either a wobble or something there.
I think he might have lost it on the outside of the corner there.
Well, he's got no, by the looks of it, no physical damage, so he's probably just clipped the curb and his tail stepped on him. It's just given Blue that
But then
open.
I don't know about that little...
But it has now put Carl onto him as well.
It's just Carl's playing a bit... We know Carl is one that likes to hold back and let everyone make mistakes.
Yeah, he doesn't push for moves.
He's not pushing the track.
No, he never does.
He's always the one just to get what points he can and deal with the rest later.
Yeah, that's. I mean, for him, this is practice, which is what it was going to be for me. But I had a bad ending, so you know it happens. So he's now getting practice. I'm missing out on.
It's the best practice you can get.
Oh, it absolutely is, because it makes you want to go faster and faster, and it really does. As Kieran's lost it at the
Kieran's
hairpin.
lost it, that hairpin there.
Just lost
and
a
that's
few
lost it
positions
a lot
as
of
well.
positions.
Yeah, he's come down from P9 to P14, so he's lost 5 positions on that. And
no
has
ERS as well.
absolutely no ERS now. I can't see any sign of damage on the car. No, it
He's going
don't
a
look
bit
like
deep in
it.
that corner as well. I
That's-
guarantee he's got a warning from that.
That's Kieran's kind of line though. He does that all the time. you spend long enough racing with him and around him, and you'll realise that he does absolutely violate that chicane. He loves doing it. So.
At the end of the day, if you want to get the quick stay at the corner, you've got to violate every corner possible.
Oh, you absolutely have.
You've got to
IRS
push
is still holding over 2 seconds, though. It's currently around 2.4, so it's come down a couple of tenths, but that's not enough.
Yeah. Ricky's continued to fall off as well.
Yeah, he's dropped down to 2 seconds out now. He's picked about 6 or 7 tenths.
Yeah, it's
dropped
6 tenths now.
So,
but he's gained what, 2 seconds to Bruges?
But to be fair to him,
he's gained a second on Andy.
This late in the race, with the penalty that he's got, and the fact that he's not catching, I'd just be trying to bring it home. I mean, he's got 10 seconds behind him. He doesn't need to push that hard.
I'd just focus on getting the podium here.
Exactly.
And if one of the boys loses, you get the position.
Cole's just passed Albie as well. That was on the DRS straight at the back.
Yeah, he's just gone there, and he's going to have DRS again as well.
Yep, because it's a single detection zone for both DRS zones.
One thing that when I first played this track caught me off.
Whoa, as Cole's dropped it.
Is that damage?
He has saved himself. I don't think he clipped the wall.
I don't think.
He saved himself there.
Yeah, I don't think
so. That's
there
a
was
bit of luck.
much.
As also now picks himself up some more penalties. Let's see what he's at for a lap. He's now at 9, but he's still not got anything near as many as AMG's got himself. He was saying to me beforehand that he's not looking forward to track limits around here, so I can't really blame him. So there's not really much happening at the front now. Your closest really is either going to be Terriers on Scotty or Kieran on Albie, and Sociopath on Osso.
Oh! Kieran's tagged the back of Albie, span him out a bit there.
I was just about to say Kieran's going really slow. What did I miss as I flicked past?
Yeah.
That's now put Cole right on the back of them as well. Yeah, but Cole doesn't have DRS because obviously he was too far back at the detection zone.
That doesn't harm him too much personally with him being on the mediums.
Wanted to be nosy, now was Sociopath. See whether he's going to go for a move on Osso, and he looks like he might. No, he's changed his mind there. He's not gone for it. Ooh, looks like his tail had a bit of a slide though. Yeah, he might go for it. Yeah, a lot of people like the inside of turn 1 for a move, and he is. He's got. Oh.
He's going to push it. He's pushed him a bit.
I don't think there was contact. I think Osso was just avoiding his car.
Yeah, I think he's backed out a bit there.
As Kieran's really close here with Albie on the inside of 6. Ooh,
he's got him.
Just about left enough room there, and he got DRS there as well.
That's going to open it up for Carl as well.
Yeah, because Carl has DRS. No, he's not made it.
No.
But now, of course, Albie's now going to have that DRS himself.
And against the one person on the hard, it's nowhere near ideal for Kieran because he will be slower by a lot, especially
I think his tail's just stepped out as well, Kieran.
Yeah, I think he's pushing a lot, but he's pushing a bit too much for his own car to handle. He's on no ERS again now.
Look at it this way, it's Kieran, it's lap 31, and he's still driving, so it's still, you know, it's good work because Cole's just picked up a 3-second penalty. He put the Wall of Championship game there.
Ruby's got past Scotty, but Scotty's got past and Terrier's got past Uncle Ruby as well.
Yeah, I did see the position change there. They are very close, nose to tail.
Ruby's going a bit too close to come down there. Rick's got another penalty.
That's Ricky with another penalty, and Sociopath got one at the same time. Yeah. So I'm just going to jump back on with this with Cole and Albie. So Albie's dropped ground now to Kieran. He's over a second back, but he is raking a bit of it back in here because he had DRS still. At the detection mark, I think he's just out. Yeah, that's going to be close though. I think that was at 117.
He's going to be about 100,000. Yeah, he hasn't got it. Carl is going to have every chance here now. He probably might hold off until tier 1. Yeah, turn 1 tail.
You alright, Steve? It's alright, I just got a comment come through on mine. So Steve's just saying hello. Yeah, Cole had every opportunity there, and he used a lot of ERS as well. He went down from around 43% down to about 25, so he used a lot in the hopes of getting past Albie there, which would suggest that maybe Albie's running lower wings to be able to stay ahead without the ERS.
It was Albie adding from 45 to 25.
Yeah, Cole was about the same.
Yeah, he hasn't lost too much though compared to Cole.
A little bit on the inside curve there for turn 7, he wouldn't have wanted to do that. Have a look to see what else is going on. Honestly, there's not that much else going on track at the minute.
Early one though, it was more like there was no one really open. It was everyone kind of just split off into packs of 3 or 4.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this is now. The closest battle is either this that we're on with now, between these 3, mainly the 2 of them, or you've got Terriers at the back of Scotty, which is closing up. So let's have a quick look there. That's DRS doing that.
Gaining a lot on Albie again.
Yeah.
He's going to go on the inside.
Oh no, he's backed out. That's exactly what I was saying to you about Cole. Unless he feels like he's got the line, 100%, he'll back out. And there's a lot of drivers there that won't. In honesty, if that was me, then I wouldn't have backed out. I'd have held my line.
He was basically side by side.
And was he was near side by side? Yeah, I think he would have got
by
that.
By the time he got to the corner, he'd have been. But if not in front by a minor amount.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, I think that
was for him, this is it is. Again, this for him is practice.
Albie stepped a bit there as well.
Yeah, but he's not lost quite enough to be able to make a move on him. Kieran is collecting the RS ahead of them as well.
He's dropped out the RS there as well now.
Yeah.
Albie's got no DRS against Kieran.
No, he's 1.1 that time, so he definitely doesn't.
So actually, he most likely would utilise the RS here going through.
Cole's not got a lot, and Albie are around 20%, 25. Neither one of them's using it. Cole may go for it. Cole may save a... Oh, Albie's dropped it anyway. The sociopath absolutely violates the chicane again.
Yeah, that's unlucky for Albie.
Yeah.
Pushed slightly too hard and he's paid the price for it.
Yeah, that is what can happen there if you push a little too hard. So I've jumped on the Terriers now, who's on the back of Scotty, who's on the back of Arm, and we've got a little train here.
Yeah, I've got...
That's probably the last thing on the track.
I don't think Scotty will actually push on, and in fact I think he'll just focus on holes and Terriers.
What's going to get really interesting though is the last lap. IFR is currently 2.2 down with the penalties. He's 3 and 5. If he can find another 10th and a half, 2 tenths, he's just dropped a little bit. If he can find another 10th and a half before the end of the lap, he can win this.
IFR though has basically no yard at any point.
None of them have.
About 5% DRS and used immediately.
Yeah, see,
pushing.
I try and do it. I only do that on the last couple of laps.
He has no choice now.
No, he's dropped time. He got too much wheel spin by the sounds of it.
No yard out.
2.3 now. He's not going to make it. That's unfortunate. That would have been really, really close.
Just too far out.
Wow, that was a big cut of the chicane as well.
Yeah, just too far out. IRS.
That is IRS.
He's got to pay for an unserved penalty apparently. And
that 5 seconds was the unserved penalty. It was the speeding in the pit lane penalty. He could have served that, but because he didn't, the time goes on to his finishing time. That's all it is. I don't know why the game tells you like we don't know.
Yeah, I don't see the point.
Who's next? Bruges,
but he has won it.
And Bruges is P4. You got Andy coming through in P5. Oh, he has a bit of a wobble there at the end of it. Oh no, he's weaving around. I thought his tail had gone home for a second then.
Oh,
JJ.
He's got extremely close then to Armin, but I don't think he's going to get close enough. He's right there, but he isn't going to get it.
No.
And Carl's got Kieran.
Oh, so he has.
He's got him on that DRS there. And obviously he's not going to have the DRS coming through. Carl's going to hold it.
Kieran's done everything he can there with the ERS and that, but
that's
not
that.
managed
He's
to.
lost position just at the end.
Sociopath and also will take the positions where they are for the penalties
Will
anyway.
take 15th. That close to yours.
Yeah, that was quite an interesting race from what I saw of it. I only picked it up in the middle with comms, but I was watching it whilst I was, once I'd actually stopped racing. I didn't want to just dip out in the middle since I was asked to host, so.
Yeah, it did take nearly half the race though before everyone actually started to properly separate, which shows that everyone's quite baked together with near 3 to 4 people with pace-wise around here.
But
it's quite interesting.
I got it spot on before the race.
Yeah.
Pink Eye was complaining and complaining and complaining about him having no pace. Has no pace, goes on to win the race. Typically.
Typical. Well, that's that.
So that wraps it up then. So,
won it.
Yep. We're LFR second, Ricky third, and then Bruges and Andy are fourth and fifth. JJ in sixth, Armin in seventh, Scotty in eighth, Terry's in ninth, and Blue rounds out the top 10.
Unfortunately,
and the only DNF was me.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Yeah, it's probably best not to.
Well, I'll leave that for Sunday.
But that is the end of comms then for the night. So I'm gonna get the hell out of here.
Thank you everyone for joining us.
Yeah, as always. You'll be back here next week, but we will be back here on track on Sunday.
You'll see us Sunday, yeah.
So
thank you everyone for joining, and see you soon.